Hi Irene, this is a real short video on simplifying fractions. So the whole idea with simplifying a fraction is to find any factors that are common to both the numerator and the denominator. So I'm going to give you two examples. One is 16 over 40. We want to try to think about a multiple that goes into both 16 and 40. The higher the better. So 2 goes into both of these, but so does the number 4, and so does the number 8. And since 8's the largest of those, that's a great place to start. So I'm going to divide 16 by 8 and I get 2. And I'm going to divide 40 by 8 and I get 5. And I'm finished. You may also have trouble or not be able to think of the biggest numbers, so you can actually do smaller numbers, but it just takes more steps. So for example, 2 goes into 16 8 times, and 2 goes into 40 20 times. And I've simplified this fraction, but I haven't simplified it all the way because 8 and 20 have common factors. So if I divide 8 by 2, I get 4. If I divide 20 by 2, I get 10. And this is another example of a fraction that's not all the way simplified because 4 and 10 have common factors. So I'm going to divide 4 by 2 and I get 2. And I'm going to divide 10 by 2 and I get 5. So I get 2/5 either way. It's a little bit faster if you can think about the largest common factor because you'll get to your answer quicker. But if you happen to come up with one that's smaller, you can get there. It just takes more steps. All right, here's my second example, 200 over 800. So this seems intimidating because those are really big numbers, but there should be an obvious big number that goes into both of those, which is 100. Right? So I'm going to divide the top one by 100 and I get 2. And I'm going to divide the bottom one by 100 and I get 8. And that's a reduced fraction. I can keep going though because 2 and 8 have a common factor of 2. So I'm going to divide 2 by 2 and I get 1. And I'm going to divide 8 by 2 and I get 4. Okay? One other thing to keep an eye out for, and that is if you have something like this. 40 and 5 have a common factor of 5. So when I divide 40 by 5, I get 8. When I divide 5 by 5, I get 1. And anytime you have a fraction over 1, you can just change it to the whole number 8. So those are 3 examples of simplifying fractions. Watch that video again if you need to. But I picked eight problems like you to try to do on this worksheet. And the next time I see you, we can check your work. It should only take you about 10 minutes.